right, Albert needs a second date update, and we're going to do our best for him. Hi, Albert.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
Great to have you. So what's the story with Tara?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. I've never been so sure about a woman that I've gone out with in my life.
Really?
That good.
Yeah, and I'm not just one to, fall in love or whatever, but this is some serious potential I'm seeing with her. Like, I even told my best friend and my brother that I thought I was heading into a serious relationship.
Oh,
Wow, after one date.
Yeah. Yeah, we went out twice. I took her to dinner, and everything was perfect. Then I took her to a wedding, and I know that's a risky early date, but we both knew the groom, which was just a crazy coincidence, but it made it less awkward. And we had a blast at the wedding. We had a blast together. Then we even took advantage of Jeff's elevator rate.
Oh.
And
Oh, boy.
It's now known as Jeff's elevator rate. I like it.
okay. I'll,
See what you've started?
yes.
Yeah, we got the good price, and it was a fun time.
That's fun.
And just one of those situations where everything flowed, and it was just natural and relaxed and obviously good, all of it.
Nice.
No, yeah. Yeah, and then I dropped her off at her place the morning after the wedding, and all was good, and I called, and there's no indication that anything was off in any way, so I'm just hoping that I can figure it out because I haven't heard back from her.
There was no indication anything was off when you last saw her, or did you have the opportunity to speak with her afterward? And it still felt...
No, when I dropped her off at her place
Yeah,
the morning after the elevator ride,
yeah.
I called and have texted and haven't heard anything back from her.
Oh, okay.
I'm really confused because
Okay.
I really do see potential with this woman.
Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call her up, see what her deal is.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy, hang on. More second date update as we continue next. Albert, forgive me. Did you say how you met Tara?
No, but it was a crazy set of circumstances.
Really?
Also connected to the groom. Yeah, we were both attending the same conference for work.
Got it.
And
So you met, you hit it off, made plans, and great. And
yeah, and it just so happened that we were also invited to this wedding, and we were able to free up some plus ones.
that's when it became the night of your life.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I'm up to speed now. So can't figure out why Tara hasn't called him back because last time he saw her, drove her back after they spent the night at the hotel, drove her back home. Everything seemed fine. He's texted, he's reached out, nothing. And he really, since, this is 2 occasions he's been out with her and thinks that there's relationship potential. It was so good. Mm-hmm. So this does feel weird. We're going to call her up and see what's going on there. You ready? Unless there's anything else important.
Go right ahead. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
Hello.
Hi, Tara.
Hi.
It's Jeff, Jen, Fritch, and Tim at Q102. How are you?
Oh, wow. Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, we're hanging in there. Hanging in there.
What's going on? Did I win something?
No, we just wanted to check in. We heard you've been a bit scarce lately. We talked to your friend Albert. Guess you guys been out a couple times, and
Oh, man. This is a second date update, isn't it?
it is kind of weird. Everything seemed to be cool between you two, and then you just sort of ghosted.
Yeah.
Don't know if you just
Yeah.
got busy or.
Oh, God. You guys are probably going to think I'm crazy, but, it's okay. A lot of people do. So, but let me just say, honestly, though, he is amazing. He's so wonderful. He's one of the best guys I've ever dated.
He's one of the best guys you've ever dated.
Wow.
I know. Yeah. It was just an amazing couple of dates that just, the best I've ever been on.
So what's the problem?
Well, I just can't. The best way that I can explain it is that I have an incredibly strong intuition, and I have to follow my gut. So I don't know how or why that I feel this way, but I just something when I feel something isn't going to work out, I have to listen to it. And even when the situation like this looks perfect, if my gut is telling me no, I have to follow it. And if I don't, every time I've not followed my gut, I pay for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I feel like there must be something about him, though, that's tipping you off or making you feel like he wouldn't be a good match for you for whatever reason. Like, you sure there's not something he said or did or a mannerism or the way he eats or, I know you guys were together the night before.
The breathing.
Right.
Yeah.
Was a mouth breather, close talker. Like, there must be something.
Honestly, I don't see what it is now, but I know that I feel it in my gut that it's going to be something down the road. And I don't always feel this way, and he really is a good guy. And I even just in the couple times we went out, I care about him. And I just can't ignore it. I can't ignore the sense. Every time I've done that for jobs, friendships, relationships, it's always turned out bad every time.
Interesting.
You get that. Like, sometimes I feel this way too when I watch certain shows, like dating shows or reality shows. I'll be like, there's some, and then it always comes out in the end. Like, sometimes you just have this feeling about,
you
like,
get ick feelings about people a lot,
just where you're like I can't pinpoint it, but I know that something's off with him.
So you got an ick feeling about Albert?
I wouldn't call it an ick feeling. It's almost a piece of my body that's just rejecting the idea of moving forward.
Interesting.
Wait
a minute. Are you
guy.
serious? Are Tara? I am just not buying this. I can't. I don't believe. What is your gut telling you that's going to happen?
I have no idea what's going to happen. I know it won't be good, and I have to listen to my gut. I mean, it's never been wrong, and I really am sorry because we did have a great time. I actually don't know what else to say.
I'm sorry. When you say it wouldn't be good, you mean like there's something foreboding, like something tragic would happen, or it's that you just don't think
you're going to fight about something?
Yeah, like it wouldn't work out with you.
See, this is why people think I'm crazy because, I can't explain it. I don't know I don't know if it could be bad or I have no idea. But it's just my gut is just telling me no.
Well, maybe it's just that you're going to fall so deeply, madly in love with me, and you're not going to be able to control yourself anymore. And you are, I hate to say it, going to have to wind up spending the rest of your life in unbelievable bliss with me.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a hell of a sell.
He's joking, but I wonder if there's not like a little fear
I'm not
of
joking.
Commitment issue thing?
or something. Or maybe you're afraid to be happy.
No, this is it. This is the ick. It's that he's so weirdly confident, like he has to be, and she's just maybe not comfortable with that. I don't know.
All right, Tara, let me ask you this. How do you feel about Albert for someone else? Do you think this is about Albert, or do you think this is about Albert with you?
Ooh, good question.
I think that he's going to make some girl really, really happy, and I just feel that it won't be me. That's my feeling. Because he's a really nice guy and obviously charming.
I want an example of when you did not listen to your gut and you went ahead and you did something that your gut was telling you not to do, and what happened?
Well, just recently, actually, I had a job change, and my gut, they were going to pay me more money, essentially doing the same job that I was doing before, and I had that feeling in my gut, but I kind of got money hungry on it, and I was like, okay, but I could be making more for what I'm doing, and made the change, and it was the worst decision. Like the people that are just terrible. And it's not worth the extra money. And so it was just a recent reminder, like my gut tells me what I should do, and I didn't follow it, and I regret it now. Now I'm looking for a new job.
Of course, we're not allowed to talk about it because we both signed NDAs for that same company, but wasn't that conference the one that we met at? And didn't your gut actually lead you there? I mean, whatever it is that you think might happen, there's no way that you can know. I'll respect whatever decision you want to make, but I just don't think there's any way that you actually know.
Well, I don't know what else to say. So I'm still in the same spot. So
Fair enough. Well, we appreciate you taking the call and having the conversation with us, Tara.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sure. I love you guys.
I'm sorry, Albert.
Yeah. What a bummer.
Hey, I guess it's just not meant to be.
Nope.
No. But thanks for putting yourself out there and for coming on Second Date Update.
You're welcome.
That is not the sound of a satisfied customer.
No.
Right there. No.
No, I mean, hey, I got the answer that I came for.
Yeah,
so,
I get it.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you too. So there it is. If you would like a second date update, shoot us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. It is.
I liked him.
I know. So did Jenny. Jenny liked him too. He sounds awesome.
Yes.
Thanks, Jenny.
He does.
Jacob, on the other hand, said, she sucks.
My nephew Jacob wrote me a text and
Different
said,
Jacob.
"This lady sucks."
Aw.
Then he wrote me back and said, "You check all the boxes, but there's just something that's not there for me. What is it?" "Oh, I don't know."
It's a gut. What can she tell you? It's a gut feeling.
Poor guy. It's
Yep.
dating, man.
I mean, haven't you ever had that happen where everything on the surface appears to be in place and there's no reason I should be doubting this? Everything looks good on paper. Why do I have a bad feeling about it, though?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel
Every
like I'm
relationship I
making a mistake?
chose to get into anyway. Yeah.
Well, I'm working at changing that for you, Jen.
Are you? Thanks.
I'm hoping you'll come around. No, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll do an update with them if they're willing and able and agreeable and available.
See if they ever
That's
run
the
into
key.
each other again or
Yeah.
one of them. Maybe he finds, maybe she, her gut leads her to the one, or maybe he finds someone that's even better than her. Or who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I got Severance on my mind. I watched the second season finale of Severance. And I want to talk about it so badly, but I'm afraid I'll give something away I don't want to give away. But someone has to make a choice because, there's two versions of you, right? In the TV show Severance.
Uh-huh.
There's the innie and the outie. The innie represents the you at work. And there's it's kind of like when Jerry Seinfeld, you know how Jerry Seinfeld he did that bit the other day. He was talking about, we played it. He was talking about night guy and morning guy. And, night guy just wants to stay up and he wants to party. He wants to watch that TV show. He wants to have another glass with his friends or whatnot. But morning guy wakes up and he's like, oh, I hate that guy. Why did I let him do that? I'm never doing that again. I'm taking control until night falls and night guy's in charge. And I think about a character, more than one character, having to make a choice. Oh, there's so much I want to talk about on the show. There's another storyline that involves basically talking with you. So to that point, what if you're innie? The one side of you had the opportunity to talk to actually have a real-time conversation with yourself.
The terminology is throwing me a little bit because every time I hear you say innie, I think of a belly button.
Yes.
And so when you start talking about an innie, I'm picturing a belly button with a mouth that's moving.
I'm with you. I don't like it either. It's Severance terminology. I'm just using their terminology. But the innie refers to the person on the severed floor of work who has no consciousness of his life outside, hence the term outie. But what if the two were to meet and talk? Because what if one, what if they fall in love with different people? It's still the same flesh and blood. So, I mean, how does that work? And Tim, I think it was Tim who asked the question, or maybe it was you who asked the question. What happens if the innie wants to quit. And the Audi's like, wait, what did I do? I quit? Yeah. Why did I quit? I need this job.
They're not allowed to quit. Isn't that kind of part of the theme of the thing?
No, I mean, they're allowed to quit.
Oh, they are? Because I'm only on episode
But it has
7.
to be with the consent. Both the innie and the Audi of you, both sides of you have to be in agreement in order for that to happen. Because if the innie version of you says, I hate this job, I want out. Well, the Audi doesn't know that you're unhappy or why you're unhappy. And so if you quit on the inside and then you show up and then, the security guard is standing at the door saying, you got to turn in your key card. Why? Am I being fired? No, dude, you quit. I quit? Why did I quit? I don't know. You said you didn't want to do it anymore. But I need this job. Well, you quit.
Yeah, but also you can't, once you decide to be severed, you're never unsevered, is how it's kind of approached in the beginning. So your Audi would
They leave you with that impression, but that's not entirely true.
Okay, because that's the impression that you get watching the show. For season 1.
Because they do give you the opportunity to leave the job. Now, do they always end up somehow back for various different reasons? Yes.
Because there's
to keep the storyline going, but...
So they're never allowed to quit.
But, I mean... one of the characters sent a video message to itself explaining why, no, you're not quitting. And I don't care if you like it or not. You're going to do the job. And someone else there's another instance where it happens later in the season. And I really liked it because it involved a note that the Audi said, hold on, you're not quitting. And here's why.
Oh.
And I thought that was really well done.
And it's going to be renewed for season 3. So they have to continue.
They're talking about it on the Today Show right now.
So you said the final episode, it's like almost 2 hours long. So it's like a movie almost.
Yeah, I mean, a typical Severance episode is like 45 minutes long.
I'm reading the...
Jeez.
So Ben Stiller is the producer of the show,
He's
right?
the executive producer of the show.
Really?
Yeah, he is. Ben Stiller, the funny guy.
And he's directed a bunch of the episodes,
yes, he has.
Including the one last night that aired.
Yes. And it says, the funny thing is they just showed a little thing that, an excerpt of what he had to say about being renewed for season 3. And it was something along the lines of well, I have no recollection of this. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Because that's kind of the premise of the show.
Right. So, anyway.
I don't know if you would like it, Jen, but I kind of want you to.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah. It's not.
I know. I'm curious. I want to watch it. I want to,
a lot of people complain about, the people who aren't really into it might feel that it's too slow of a burn. Others might feel that there's just too many twists and turns to make it easy to follow. I don't have that problem. My problem is that I find most shows really predictable.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of like not knowing what's coming. And as long as there's some logical, if you're able to tie it all in together and you're not just randomly making it up as you go along like they did with Lost, then I'm in there with you. And I can tell you that at the end of season 2, because I watched the season, I stayed up way too late watching the season finale last night of season 2. I feel satisfied that we've gotten to the point that we're at, and I'm excited about season 3 because there's a whole nother thing that's opened up of possibilities that I'm excited about.
All right.
Yeah.
I will say though, for me personally though, while it's a show that for me, I think it also depends on where you are in your life. Because for me, I like to watch a lot of dumb television, reality shows, Love is Blind, stuff that I don't got to overly think.
Yeah.
And for me, you got to think and pay attention to Severance. You really do. So sometimes it's a small doses commitment for me. I can only watch one episode a day because you got to be in it.
Right.
This is very different than The Real Housewives of New York, which we're rewatching.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You can clean the house and know what's going on Real Housewives of New York.
Great. The Countess is singing again. I can fall asleep. It's fine.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah. This one you get at one point, because Scott and I were watching Severance together, we decided that was going to be a show that we would take on collectively. Mm-hmm. And so we're not going ahead of each other. We're staying on episode. And at one point we were watching it together and I saw both of us. We were on we started the third episode of the day, and I was in my phone and he was in his phone, and I said we got to turn it off because we're not in it.
Yep.
We got to be in it.
Yep. But having said that, Cindy says it's a real shame that she's gonna let a feeling possibly prevent her from being happy with the perfect guy. I mean, and she makes the point: if a man
Some people
pursues you
know.
like that, and you liked him, what do you have to lose, for crying out loud? Oh God! Now people are getting mean. Melissa, dumbest woman on the planet.
Call a spade, my kind of people.